Rondo, I finna slam dunk. Get big on you fake pumps. That pump ain't no fake pump. Bitch fell for the pump fake. Got him talking like first take. Get it right on the first take. Hit the hole in the first.
Woo! I just came back from a cruise to the Bahamas, docked out of Miami.
How that shit was?
The cruise overall, not just my personal experience, was all right, bro. But let me tell you about cruises. First off, it's a confined space. Shit kind of feels like jail. I'm gonna put on the screen what my room looked like with the bathroom. Small as hell, bro.
What was it?
I'll show it to you. Small as hell. But when you first get on the cruise, you know, you don't go to the room first. Hold on. I'm going too fast. First, let me show you the room. This is the room. This is the bathroom. All right, I'm going to put those on the screen also. So first off, I want to start by saying, when you first get on the cruise boat, it's interesting because you don't leave the dock until like 3, 4 o'clock, but you get on the boat like 10 o'clock. So it's interesting to watch the people that come on the same time as you because everybody has different times where they get on the boat. It kind of looks like customs, like when you're leaving the country at the airport, right?
Yeah.
Same thing. You got to go through customs to get on the boats because you're about to leave the country. So the interesting thing though is all the people that live for their phone. So internet to use the boat Wi-Fi is like $25 a day.
Really?
Yeah, that shit's high. And this was like a 4-day cruise. So that's $100. So think about you got your family. That's $400 just to use the internet. So a lot of people not really using it. So you know what they doing?
What?
Bruh, they come on the boat with their bikinis on and they just doing it all for the gram. Like, as soon as they get on the boat, they in the jacuzzi with the titties out. I ain't gonna lie. It was like a handful of women that was fucking beautiful, too. They in the jacuzzi with the titties out. Like, one girl was, like, topless on that bitch. Titties out, doing it for the gram. Goddamn, go to the side, eating the snow crab. It's on, like, 2 good spots that they got good food. Eating the snow crab, doing it for the gram. As soon as the boat take off, everybody just going to be being themselves. People become who they really are when the internet is disconnected.
Oh yeah. That's my favorite type people.
Nah, but some people lack personality when they're not doing it for the internet.
That's my favorite. Like that's my favorite seeing people.
Yeah, without all that.
Yeah, I like to see how people are without all that.
But it's they boring. They don't do nothing.
Yeah,
they're nothing.
Yeah, but I'm not.
Yeah.
So I get to say, "Oh, you're a piece of shit. I'm cool." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you literally don't know nothing outside of your phone. Like,
yeah,
nigga, I actually spent my life trying to like develop talents and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
read
read books,
doing it for the gram,
and play guitar. And
it also shows you something you were saying before we started recording about how like men are attracted to women for different reasons and women are attracted to men.
Oh yeah,
because I'm gonna put another picture on the screen, and I only took pictures of women from behind.
As you should.
Yeah, because I don't want to put their face on the internet.
Yeah.
But this picture I'm going to put on the screen, most of the women...
This shit low-key creepy, but...
Most of the women were all shaped like this. They had this shape BBL.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
I asked you, too, was that a black girl or a white girl?
Oh, no, that's a white girl.
That's a white girl?
Yeah, that's a white girl.
This shit getting weird, bro.
Yeah. Oh, bro. It was a lot of girls on the boat too that had that same shape
that
BBL,
shit weird.
And they wasn't healed yet. They still had that little
scars.
Nah, the bodysuit. You know, after they get their BBL, they got to wear that little bodysuit and it soak the blood up and shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a lot of girls on the boat had that on.
They ain't even ashamed of that shit no more.
Then, see, I took a picture from her from the front and I said, that's rude, Slim. Don't do that. So I took another one of her from the back.
Yeah.
A lot of niggas' grandmas had this BBL. This is the bat BBL. Like, you can't really see it from the angle that I took it from and how far I was, but like she got a BBL.
Okay.
But the craziest one I seen though, and I didn't get to take a picture, and I wanted to, bro, but my phone had died, and I didn't see her the next day, bro. You pretty much seen the same people every day, but I did not see this lady, bro. Bruh, it was a big girl, bro. She was shaped like a big girl. but she had all the fat taken out her stomach. So she had like a flat stomach,
yeah.
but you can still tell that she was the big girl with the flat booty, and she had all the fat injected into her ass. Her ass was flat as fuck.
Really?
With these 2 big ass grapefruits at the top. I'm talking about humongous grapefruits, bro. Like just imagine like an ironing board, bro, with 2 grapefruits on top of it. That's what her ass was shaped like. And I was like, yeah, bro, we got a problem in America, dog. Everybody think they supposed to look like Kim K, but like everybody don't have that body type. Like I don't know about you, bro, but like I like white girls with no ass.
I like an original ass.
Yeah.
I don't like the souped up motherfucker.
Yeah. Like I like a big block with like a flat medium ass.
Yeah,
like it's square. It's not flat, it's square.
Wide booty.
Yeah, square wide booty. Got a little jiggle to it.
Yeah.
Look good when it's bent over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know, bro. How you feel about women saying that who are we to judge their bodies? How do you feel about that?
So it's not about judging the body thing, and I was saying this about the Lizzo thing too, because I was like, everybody wants to talk about how beautiful being fat is till niggas start dying, but but that wasn't funny. But
I mean,
it's true though. It's true though. But it's not about judging your body. It's about when are we going to get to the point where you put your feelings out of things and we really start thinking about what's going on in your brain. Because like you're doing this because of an insecurity, and anybody that believes that that's not what it is fucking crazy out their mind. Like, I'm gonna keep this shit all the way up being with you. I start going bald right now, knock on wood. I'm probably gonna be insecure, and I'm probably gonna try to go give me a hair transplant or take some Hims.
You think so?
Yeah, right now. Yeah,
I think I can rock the baldy.
Nah, not right now, dog.
Why not?
Nah, not right now. Because anything can happen, bro. You know
if I was forced to rock the baldy, I would just get in super good shape and try to grow a nice beard, and that's it.
That's you, like, that's you being insecure. That's you, like, yeah, like, I can only have one flaw. I can't have 30. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like when you use the word insecure, people like, bitch ass nigga, you got an insecurity. Like, nah, bro, it's not really like a bad thing. We're all insecure about something. Like, when I was young, I was super insecure because I stuttered real bad. So that's why I used to always be quiet, because I was scared I was going to stutter and people was going to be like, nigga can't talk.
Laughing at you and
shit. You know what I'm saying? Because people pick on you for shit like that.
Yeah.
I never knew people picked on you for the glasses until I got older, because I ain't start wearing these shit till I was like 25. But people job on you for glasses.
I didn't know that either until I got older. I was like, huh?
I mean, like when we kids, it's a funny joke. Like, you 4-eyed nigga. And like, that's funny.
Even when you get older, niggas be like, nigga, you wear glasses.
Yeah. And I be like, okay.
I guess, yeah.
Because the funny thing to me is most niggas who I'm around on my day-to-day are blind as fuck. They just don't wear glasses.
I don't know why. I think a generation back, it was unattractive to wear glasses. But I feel like now it's not so unattractive to wear glasses. So things change over time. Like, I feel like when my dad was growing up and shit, if you had glasses, like, people fuck with you.
Yeah.
So it's like they brainwashed that into us, and so niggas be like, oh, 4 eyes, you got glasses and shit. Because when I was a kid, I didn't wear glasses. But as I got older, I was like, I can't fucking see. I'm not about to just be out here in the world. I can't just be out here in the world like blind as hell running into shit. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I see people doing. Like, I be seeing niggas squinting, then they jump in the car and start driving. I be like, oh, I ain't trying to rob that person.
Especially if they goddamn been drinking.
Yeah.
That nigga going to jail.
Yeah, bro.
For real.
Bro, you mean to tell me you blind as hell and you been drinking all night? You ain't got nobody's glasses? Yeah. You think I'm about to jump in the car with you? Nah, bro. I'm good, bro.
Yeah.
That's why I tell people all the time, the reason why I got these glasses on my face is so I can fucking see.
Yeah.
This shit ain't got nothing to do with no fashion statement.
When people ask me sometimes, they be like, oh, you wear them shits for fashion? I'll be like, who does that? And then
nah, niggas do it.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Because your homeboy Damo be rocking the fake Cartiers.
Yeah, it's like some people just wear glasses for fashion. I'm like, oh, okay. I rock these shits out of necessity.
Yeah, I gotta see some shit, bro. Yeah. Nigga blind as hell. But yeah, it was variations of BBLs out there, motherfucker, and I just was like, yeah, we got a real life problem, bro.
But do you think men should be? I think it's in our nature.
Yeah, that's what you asked. That's what you asked.
You think? I think it's in our nature.
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you, dog. If we just sit around and let emotions take a plate in everything that we deal with in life, we're gonna be fucked. Mm-hmm. So if we get to a point where everybody is like, yeah, everything. If you have an opinion about anything, that's shaming. Mm-hmm. We all gonna be fucked because eventually we got to get to the point where we're not taking a step back, but we're just going back to like raising kids to love themselves. Mm-hmm. Because that's all I'm seeing when I'm seeing all these surgeries and all this crazy shit is like you really hate yourself that much, or you really admire somebody else that much to want to look like them. Yeah. So yeah, bro, I feel like to answer your question, because I feel like I'm dancing around it. To answer your question, I think men should have a little opinion about it because at the end of the day, we got to get down to the psychology of what made you make these decisions.
And I feel like when we're out here in the world, that's the number one thing we select for is beauty.
Yeah,
of course. Like honestly, I've never even thought once if this bitch is broke, I'm not fucking with her. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I've never thought that.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a very materialistic person, so like I've thought of those type things.
Like you just not gonna even talk to her, approach her?
Oh no,
that's what I'm saying.
Oh no. Yeah. I think I got what you were saying. A little confused. Yeah. Like, yeah, I mean, you know, that's the difference between men and women. Like, and this sound like this is about to be a very misogynistic pod, especially the topics we got coming up. But that's the difference between men and women. Like, we'll fuck a broke ass bitch walking down the street. You know what I'm saying?
That's not misogynistic though. That's just reality.
Yeah, but women, they like, that nigga driving a Hellcat. Oh, my fault, not a Hellcat, but like, you know, like a Honda.
You talking about the new Hellcat?
Yeah. That's an inside joke. Cause I know I forgot I was on the pod. People not gonna know like the Hellcat is really like a Honda, like a beat up ass old ass Honda. Yeah. We call that bitch the Hellcat. Yeah. But yeah, like a girl see you in the old Honda, they like, Then they see a nigga pull up with the Scat Pack that he paying $1,200 a month for, and they like, yeah, I'm gonna get this nigga some draws. Yeah. Not knowing, I got into a big argument with somebody right before it wasn't an argument, it was just a funny conversation. And she was talking about how, you know, niggas not taking care of the women that's pregnant with their kids.
Oh, okay,
yeah. And I was like, that baby ain't born yet. And she was like, oh, you immature. Mm. And I was like, nah, like, they're not together. The baby's not born yet. You know what I'm saying? She was like, no, you're immature. Like, but,
I mean, how do you feel about that? Do you feel if you impregnate a woman, how responsible are you for, like, one, making sure she's good during the pregnancy, two, checking in on her?
All right, so
and y'all might not even be in a wholehearted relationship. You might just be in some.
It's funny. Shout out my nigga Maine. He did a podcast one time, and he was talking about the difference in pregnancies between his firstborn and his secondborn, and he was talking about how he felt guilty and felt bad because his secondborn, when the mother of his children was going to the doctor appointments, he wasn't going, and he kind of was just like brushing it off. And his sisters, you know, took him to the side and was like, "Hey, bro, like you need to cut this out. Like, you know, we don't do that trash nigga shit." Da 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 da. And he was speaking so like, you know, like really like down on himself about it, and like just I don't even know how to explain it. Like he was dead ass serious. And me, I might be a little ignorant and immature because I was like, nigga.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie.
I don't want to say it,
when it came to my second, I didn't even really go to many appointments the first baby. But it comes out of like, what is convenient.
You supposed to do that though?
I don't really think that's like, I mean, when you're in an ideal situation where you can do those things, I think you should. But like, if you gotta work to provide for a family.
Your second kid was during COVID, so I know you weren't going to no appointments.
No.
You had to sit outside, didn't you?
No, you talking about? I didn't have a kid during COVID.
No, she was pregnant during COVID, right?
Maybe.
I don't even know when the pandemic started and ended. So
2020 it started 2020, so it was like at the tail end of the pandemic.
Okay.
Yeah. So like I really couldn't go. You could only have one person type shit.
Yeah.
You know,
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah, but Yeah, bro. Like I've never been. I don't even like really like going to baby showers and shit. I don't do baby showers. I don't do none of that because me classically, I feel like I'm more of an old school type person. I already told you that. Like I feel like I'm more of an old school person. Like men don't really need to go to the baby showers.
Yeah.
I feel like we're involving ourselves in too many bitch ass nigga activities, and I feel like
Yeah.
we just need to go back to being like classic men. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes Katie gets mad at me because she'll be like, I'm gonna run to do this for an hour, so I'll be back. And I'll be like, no, you about to take this baby with you. And then she'll get mad. She'll be like, you can't watch your daughter? I was like, because you know with Carter, nigga, I used to work, I get off and I watch Carter the entire night. Mm-hmm. But I learned my lesson, bro. At this younger age, my daughter, she only like 7 months. At this younger age, they don't want you. They want her. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing you can give them. Like you could pretend, and if you got like a calm child, you can get by with it. But like for the most part, they don't want you anyways. Like you really don't have no parts other than just giving her a little bit of break. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're there for. Giving her a little bit of relief, helping her with some shit. You pretty much her.
Women hear you say that, they'll be on your ass, but I know what you're talking about.
No, like dead ass serious.
Bro,
like,
you ain't got no titties.
Yeah, you can't feed.
And even if you do got titties, because I got some homeboys that got a lot of kids that got titties, but ain't no milk in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Bro, have you ever seen a baby leaning on their dad?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Reaching for the titty?
Yeah. Trying to feed.
Like, come on, bro. That baby don't want to be on that grown ass man.
There's nothing you could provide for that baby. You could try to like entertain him for a while, but after a while, they're gonna be like, "Where the fuck is my mom?" They get like my kids get separation anxiety because literally for like the first year of their life, I don't recommend this shit for nobody, but they literally are with her 24/7. They sleep with her, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like they don't know life without her. It's like they fuck with you too. Like when I get home. My kids run up to me, Winnie will crawl up to me, and she'd be all happy and yelling and, you know, laughing and stuff like that. But it's like, if Katie leave, all shit goes like crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's just the role a mother plays. Like, they are their child's like rock. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that's why, for the most part, I'm like, bro, I'm gonna do my job as like, I'm here when you need relief, but don't be trying to leave me for a week with a newborn baby and shit. Like, that's just not gonna work. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like
that shit remind me of my homeboys that single dads that have daughters, and they were like, you know, when she had her first cycle, them niggas just broke down. They ain't know what the fuck to do. And I was like, bro, you shouldn't even really be responsible for that. That shit weird, bro. Like I don't even know what the fuck a cycle really is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't even imagine. I just told my mom that too, because my mom went on the cruise with me. Bro, I don't know shit about women, bro.
I'm pretty tuned in.
You think you know about women?
I grew up with two sisters. I kind of.
Oh yeah.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in a very feminine household. Even my father, he only likes being around women. Like, so it's like it was me, and I had 3 sisters in the household. Mm-hmm. It was just me and 3 sisters in the household. And
I got
my dad prefers to be around other women rather than men. I don't know why. He's just like that.
You know why?
Yeah, you know.
A lot of men are like that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I got a better understanding of women than I do bitch ass niggas though.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard, like, so like when a woman is going off the deep end and getting super emotional and like really like about to get into her shit, I get why she's doing that and where that's coming from. When a bitch ass nigga does that, I'm lost, completely lost.
It just all depends. It's like what we accept though. Like if you accept that from your family, from your brothers, from your peoples, like people get conditioned to be like, oh, I can act like that and people are gonna accept it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I hate because now it's become society accepts it. Like it's like at the same time,
bruh. Well, let's talk about it then, because we ain't even got to go in no order, but because you said that, you just made me think of the Dana White situation. Did you see the video of Dana White fighting with his wife?
Yeah.
What did you think about it? Because you just said like people believe that it's not supposed to be consequences for actions, and a lot of people online was like, bruh, I couldn't believe this. Like I literally went into it open-minded. I had no thoughts, seen the video, whatever, read all the comments, and was just shocked at all the people that was like, I don't give a fuck that she hit him first. He still has no business putting his hands on her and all this and all that. And I also was even more shocked with all the black people that was like, hey, man, if it would have been a nigga.
Of course. You know.
What you thought about it?
We getting all those kinds of conversations, but in that situation, honestly, that was I guess it was a public altercation, but it was more so like it was a private altercation at the same time too, because it's between him and his wife. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And then once you get cameras and all kinds of shit involved and people trying to make money off this, it becomes a public thing, and then everybody's judging Dana White. There's two different schools of thought. There's some men that believe that if a woman puts her hands on you, I mean, sometimes niggas just black out and they do stupid shit and they wind up putting their hands on a woman.
Correct.
And then there's other schools of thought that you should never,
no matter the situation, no matter what
circumstance, put your hands on a woman.
Can we get to the nitty gritty? Can you tell us which side you're on?
I can't lie to you, bro. My girl already knows. She say the wrong thing. I'm up and up. That's all I'm saying.
We about to get canceled. The first episode of the year.
How am I get canceled?
Nah, for real though, bro. I don't know. Nah, I don't think I told this story on the pod before. You might have heard me.
I mean, I'm playing, but like, you know.
Nah, I got you.
It's just like, it's certain men that women know they can play with.
Correct.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying like I'll beat my girl up.
Bruh, all right. Stop me if this isn't a good story to tell on the pod, but I'm going to say it. Oh, and hold on. Before I tell this story, man, shout out to my mama, man. I love my mama to death. I don't love nobody on this earth like I love my mama. She said I'll be on the pod capping. She said I'll be trying to act like I had a rough life and I'm from the hood. So I just want to say this before I tell this story. If anybody listens to this pod ever thought I was insinuating that I lived a rough life and I was some gangsta ass nigga and any of that shit, I apologize that you took it that way. I am a Army brat that moved to the suburbs in 8th grade. I've never lived in the hood. I've lived in the country before. I've lived in some low income apartments before. Never lived in the hood. Any of that. So just to throw that out there for her. What about you? What about you, Keenan? Are you a hood nigga?
I am who I am.
Are you a hood nigga?
I don't get how that. I don't even get how I would or you would come off as that. I don't get that. Like,
me neither. I just want to say that just in case she listens to this episode. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not nowhere near that.
Yeah, because I never thought I was on here capping, acting like I was some hood nigga. Because I be giving Blue that shit when he pretend like he's a hood nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But let me get to the story. And I'm also not saying this story to try to make my parent sound like a bad parent. This is just what happened. This is the story. So many disclaimers, bro. I feel like I can't even be myself on the pod no more. But anyway.
No, you can. Nigga, we can talk how we want to talk. It don't matter, bro.
Oh, no, I just left with a dramatic situation.
Oh, yeah. The thing is like, I ain't, we're both not, like, ignorant. It's just, like I say, bro, if you come here for fucking the news, the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
If you come here to, like, hear some great advice on life, get the fuck out of here,
you're
bro.
You're in the wrong place. This is just a podcast with a couple everyday men talking about everyday conversations.
This is just our thoughts on
everything.
The internet. That's it.
And now I'm about to tell y'all a story. Let me get to the story. I was in 3rd grade, maybe 2nd grade. And it was this little German girl. She stayed in the building across the street from mine. I lived in Germany on a military base. And, I liked her. And we was on the slide one day. And, she did what all girls do at that age. Play fighting, picking on you, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And she pushed me down the slide. And I got back up the slide and, like, brushed it off like, ha, ha, ha. I like, skipped my knee or something. And she did it again. This time when I went down the slide, I tripped and fell, busted my fucking face open, and goddamn tumbled down and just had bruises, like, all over my shoulders from, like, hitting the slide. It was like a big-ass open slide. And, like, I got to the top and was like, hey, man, chill out. And she was like, boy, toughen up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, on that type of shit. And, I grew up small. You know what I'm saying? So, I get home. My face busted the fuck open. I get home, my mom's like, boy, what the hell happened to you? Because, you know, I fight all the time, but I didn't really lose that many fights when I was young. So my mom was like shocked, like, boy, what happened to you? And I told her what happened. And she was like, damn, she did that to you? She was like, so what you did to her after that? And she was just waiting on my response. And I looked at my mom and was like, nah, boys don't hit girls. My mama looked at me. She said, who the fuck told you that? And I said, bruh. And, you know what's crazy? You know where I got that from? I just remembered. I never remembered till just now. I just remembered. I got that from Happy Days. You remember the show Happy Days with the Fonz?
Yeah.
It was like some episode where like a boy hit a girl and like the dad, like her brother jumped in and beat the boy up or something, and the dad gave this long speech about how men never hit women and how women is the most precious thing on this earth and woo. Just gave this long speech about that. So that was always implemented in my head, like, you know, boys don't hit girls because, you know, sometimes the TV raises you. Let's just be honest. Sometimes
of course,
it does.
Of course.
My mama said, hey, boy, a girl ever put her hands on you and you don't hit her, I'm going to beat the shit out you when you get home. Bruh, the next day, that shit happened again, bruh. And I beat the little girl up. Bruh, they kicked me out of school for like a week, nigga. They tried to expel me from that bitch, bruh. So now I'm confused.
As they should.
I'm confused now. Like, which one is it?
I had a situation like that too.
What you mean as they should, though? This little girl was like in her terrorizing bag.
Yeah, but at the same time, bro, it's like almost being born with superpowers. You can't just be out here.
I get that, but like,
you know what I'm saying? You can't just be out here like, if
so
I do
what do
it,
you do then? What do you do?
If I do it, you just avoid toxic people. That's what I did.
No, I'm saying you're a kid though. What do you do as a kid?
I tell my son, stay the hell away from her.
Oh, okay.
And you tell the teacher, please keep this bitch away from me. Please.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because she keep bothering me and shit. You got to do your thing because that's what they do. Girls do shit like that. They gonna antagonize you and all that type of shit. The same thing. I told you my middle school story, bro. Was a nigga I went to middle school with. White girl stabbed him in the middle of the forehead with a pencil. And I've never seen a worse ass whooping in my life. And the teacher had left out the classroom and everything. And then he had got done. He slung this bitch across the room by her hair. And then start beating the shit out of her.
You know what's crazy? I was in 8th grade when that happened, and that happened in the 7th grade hallway.
Yeah,
I never went to the 7th grade hallway. That was my first time being in the 7th grade hallway, and I was able to catch that.
Yeah,
and I was like, pretty. Whoa! And you know what I thought as soon as I seen it though?
What?
I said they gonna hang this nigga.
I ain't, bro. You know what's crazy? That's what I was thinking. I never saw that nigga again.
Never seen that nigga, bro. When I seen that nigga
never
again,
saw that nigga.
We
again.
was grown.
Yeah.
We was grown when I seen him again.
On God, I never saw that nigga again. I said, what? That shit was wild. But goddamn, yeah. And he beat the dog shit out of her.
Damn, I can't believe you remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that shit like it was yesterday.
He beat the dog shit out of her, bro. And I was like, damn, like he kept warning her, like, hey man, stop fucking with me type shit.
Yeah.
And then, you know, white girls kind of have this air of invincibility, like nobody can touch me. I'm a white girl type shit. And that nigga was like, all right.
Which is true.
Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely true. In our society, they, you know, how everybody views, you know, white women. And that's why you have a lot of Karens nowadays, because they know they have that Karen armor that they can wear. Like,
because
I could do this and get you locked up and you're not even doing shit.
Bro, let's be honest. In that situation,
pretend.
in that story you just said, bro.
Yeah.
Both of them should have got kicked out of school.
Definitely. But if they see you and you just got a little goddamn hole in your head with a little blood on it, and then they look at her and she got lumps and bruises all over her face.
I mean, bruh did beat the shit out of her. You know what I'm saying?
It's just one of the
he got on her
others,
ass, but
and
man, they should have locked up both, bruh.
Yeah, but you know how that is.
Yeah, man, we got to get down to the nitty and gritty of this though, bruh. So, this is just a question here. We not trying to get canceled. Because I didn't answer. I let you answer. Because you know what the fuck my answer is. For the record, I'll answer right now. Ain't nobody putting their hands on me. That's my answer. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But for the record, so it's okay for women to hit men, though.
You think I'm saying? Or
no, I'm asking. I'm asking.
No, I don't think it's okay for anybody to put their hands on anybody.
No. I'm not talking about do you think. I mean, in a society standpoint, in society's eye,
it's not
is it okay for women to hit men?
No.
When do women ever get punished for that though?
It rarely happens. I've seen it happen though, but it rarely ever happens.
Rarely, bro.
Yeah.
I've seen the police take both parties to jail.
Oh yeah.
But I've it's super rare that you just see like a woman go to jail for that shit. Mm-hmm. Just like, remember the movie Thin Line Between Love and Hate when bro went to go get the restraining order on Shawty because she was getting wild as hell and they was just laughing at his ass? Mm-hmm. That's how life really is, bro. Like a woman do something to you, then you do something back.
I mean, I don't condone, like, honestly, I just try not to put myself in any of those type of toxic situations anyways.
I mean, you can try to do whatever you want to. But
yeah,
if you're in a situation.
If I see somebody that off, like, you already know how I feel about Krishan Rock.
I love her.
Okay. Two different opinions on that. But if
the new Bobby and Whitney.
There was ever a situation where I was like around somebody like her, I'd have to leave immediately because I can't be around that. Because it's like, I'm not gonna put myself in a situation. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not. I'm not the bigger person. I can't do that.
I've never dealt with, dated any of that. Somebody that crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because Shawty obviously, got some mental health.
And that's like this new generation kind of like feeling like they can get away with that type shit. Because like I ain't gonna lie, a lot of us are bitch ass niggas, but like I feel like there's no reason for any of that to ever happen. Like I just feel like there's no reason for violence in the first place. But like I said, in my relationship, my girl knows not to even go there with me. She know I'm stupid. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's not even like I would, but I'm just saying she knows. Like, all right, don't take it to that level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like
so we just never have those kinds of.
It's easier said than done sometimes, but off my experience, I know that certain people know who to try with certain things.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm not saying I've never been tried like that before. I'm not gonna cap like that, but it hasn't happened often. Like I don't even come off as a type nigga that like wants to play around in like domestic disputes. But like if I'm Dana White, I can't judge Dana, bro.
Do you think there are gonna be some sorts of repercussions for what he's done?
No.
Or do you think he's gonna keep rolling?
Yeah, I think he's gonna keep rolling, bro. I think that's over with.
Do you think there should be some type of repercussions for what?
No.
Because it's different, like a private altercation, like private between you and your wife, gets displayed to the public.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro.
But at the same time, if he can do that, and Ray Rice, you know what I'm saying?
The Ray Rice shit different, boy. That nigga Ray Rice.
He clean house.
Yeah, that nigga Ray Rice and Zach Stacy. Them niggas was on some different shit, bro. Them niggas, they was on some different shit.
So we just know, all right, if you gonna hit a nigga, make sure he doesn't play football.
He can be the president of the UFC.
Yeah,
but don't hit no CTE ass nigga.
No.
Do not all right, so bro, this is my standpoint on the video, bro. This is my full breakdown of what I seen.
What?
I seen two grown ass adults acting like kids. That's all I seen. Yeah. I seen two grown ass adults drunk as hell, making horrible decisions, putting their hands on each other, really looking like little girls. So they was just slapping each other. I didn't see like no man beating up no fucking woman, and I didn't see a woman beating up a man. I seen a very emotional situation that turned physical, but it wasn't like no like extreme violence. She slapped him, he slapped her back, she slapped him. Well, I think he slapped her again. She slapped him again, and then it got separated.
But like the thing to me is like, who are we to
judge this man's situation?
Yeah, like who are we at all? Like I feel like why is anybody in that? Like I get it. It was done in the public eye. These niggas got kids together.
That's why his statement on TMZ, I felt it.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, he said he had to sit down and show his kids the video. They had to talk to his kids about it. I felt it. That's that man's business. Yeah. He can go about that however he needs to go about that. It's not up for nobody else's judgment. They did something that he said never happened before. A wild situation. It's up to them to handle that shit and move on with it how they need to move on with it. Let that be counseling or whatever they need to do about it. It's not up for like the public's opinion, really.
And that's the crazy
That's
part.
why I don't have no crazy ass opinion about it.
That's the crazy part about like any of this. Like I feel like like when people get canceled and stuff, I feel like why are you such a slave to the public eye? Like I don't get it. Mm-hmm. As long as you're expressing something, you're not being disrespectful to other groups of people. Like you're just speaking your mind. You're not like disrespecting some other group of people or women, men, gay, straight, whatever it might be. Yeah. If you're speaking your truth with being respectful to other people, why the fuck would you get canceled? If you know what I'm saying? If you just happen to go through some shit, like why do you have to lose every endorsement? Why do you have to lose your job? Why do you have to lose all this shit? It makes no sense to me because it's like people are human, bro. Like everybody's gonna make mistakes. And it's like, you can't cancel everybody, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you have people out here so anxiety-ridden with it that don't want to make a mistake. They can't even speak their mind or their truth. So you have pretty much, you just indoctrinate people to think a certain way just so they can tiptoe through life and maybe live a decent life instead of just living the truth that they feel or how they want to live. You know what I'm saying? That shit makes no sense to me.
What is it to be canceled nowadays, though? Because, they tried to cancel Andrew Tate, but I'm like, is this nigga really canceled? Like, I see the nigga all the time. They try to ban the nigga off YouTube, ban him off social media. I see the nigga all the time, though.
The level he's going to almost hit a Kanye cancel, where...
Yeah, they trying to politically cancel him.
They're trying to get rid of him simply because his influence on, like, the youth and all this stuff, but, like, he's gonna get to a level of Kanye cancel where like they locking up bank accounts, they deleting you off all social media. He's already gone through this. He's explained it. And, he got a lot of that stuff reinstated. But at the same time, I don't know if you're not a conspiracy theorist. I am like 50% conspiracy theorist probably. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? There's niggas like Blue who's like 90, maybe 100. Maybe even 110.
99.
Yeah.
99.7.
Yeah, like, oh, this shit a conspiracy. Like me, I'm like...
I'm going to be honest. Niggas like Blue just scared.
Yeah.
It ain't even about being conspiracy theorists. They just scared of everything.
But when these types of situations happen and it's like, all right, it's like, let's say Alex Jones, for instance, right? Alex Jones... Is
he canceled?
He been canceled.
Okay.
But the thing is, his audience is so big that he's not like financially canceled. People still go to his website, watch his shit. You know what I'm saying? He has a massive following. But people like Alex Jones, for instance, they'll get canceled. And the thing is, his whole point of view has been they're trying to silence us. They're trying to get rid of us. They're trying to get rid of us. So it's like, they have conspiracies. Oh, they're trying to do this to us. They're trying to do that to us. And you silence his audience and you silence him. And it's like, well, then that just polarizes his audience to be more like, oh, they're trying to get rid of us. They're trying to cancel us because you're proving them right. Yep. You know what I'm saying? If you really think these people's ideas are so ridiculous and so stupid, let them flow out in the ether with all the other ideas and then let the people pick what are the best ideas. But I really feel like people know that their ideas can't hold up to some other ideas. You know what I'm saying? So It's like, don't prove people right. Like if you really think Andrew Tate's such a fucking misogynistic doofus and all this other shit, like a lot of people think, like a lot of feminists think, like a lot of other people out there think on the left, like,
what do you think about him?
Well, let him spew his ideas then, huh?
What do you think about him?
I think he does a lot of shit for attention.
Shock factor, like Charleston White.
Yeah, but him as a person, I guarantee you if you hung out with him, he's much more moderate than you would think he'd ever be. But he knows what you have to do to get clicks in this social media era. Mm-hmm. So he puts on a character, of course. But I think him as a person, I think he's like,
oh my nigga, you
funny
seen
dude.
His damn, this shit just happened today. I know you ain't see it. What? They found an old music video of him.
Old music video.
He recorded a song.
He might have.
You want to see it? Cause I gotta see what you think of this nigga after you see this shit. I'm always showing you some new shit on the pod. I should have showed you before the pod, ain't it?
No, you good.
Cause you was on a rant too.
But I don't think he's necessarily bad or good. I just think he's just another internet person.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, I miss.
I don't feel no way
I miss the era of internet when we had retarded niggas.
Got that shit.
I'm editing that part out.
I feel this shit gotta be fake.
And I can make you look classy. Second night you walk past me, I put the whip around, I had to get you in my backseat. They call me Mr. Plenty. Check the leather on the Bentley.
Bro, Andrew Tate is head ass, bro.
Maybe I could be your sugar daddy, yeah. Cause I'm all about money.
Nigga
Where
said
the
I
fuck
could be
y'all
your
find
sugar
that
daddy.
shit?
Bro, I don't know where the internet found that
bruh.
shit. The
What the
internet is
fuck,
crazy, nigga. Bro, they found this nigga made a music video talking about being a sugar daddy, bro.
Yeah.
And I said, well, you know, that does kind of contradict who he claims to be on the internet. But, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Niggas can be who they want to be on the internet, bro. Niggas, bro, it's funny. When I was a kid,
He was probably pose fucking that video too.
he probably was, bro. He just rented a Bentley and shit.
Yeah.
Bro, it's funny. When I was a kid, right, we used to, you know, I'm a military brat. Like I said, ain't no capping going on. I was a military brat because my nigga Flacco, we going to talk about Flacco in a second. But,
Shout out Flacco, man.
bro, a.k.a. Blues twin. But, bro, you ain't fucking with that.
I'm not saying anything.
Bruh.
No comment.
Growing up as a military brat, me and my homeboys used to crack jokes about the freak bitches that used to be on our bases.
Mm-hmm.
And like, sometimes a girl will come to the base and she'll be fine as hell. She the new girl, everybody will fuck with her and everybody will want her. And a new nigga will come to the base and be like, y'all niggas tweaking. And we'll be like, bro, what you talking about? She the finest girl in school. And he'll be like, bro, I literally just left Fort Knox and she was busting it open for like the whole basketball team.
Oh,
Y'all niggas is tweaking. But she literally like moved to a different base and rebranded herself.
Oh, yeah.
That happens all the time.
Of course, yeah.
That's how the internet is today, bro. Like niggas get on there and they just have the opportunity of being who they want to be, bro. Like my nigga Flacco from No Jumper. My nigga Flacco from No Jumper. It, you know, they recently just came out and said that nigga is cap. He's not the person who he says he is. This nigga ain't even from where he said he was from, Africa, somewhere.
North Dakota.
Yeah, North Dakota. And he said he originally was from Africa. He was an immigrant, all this type of shit. Niggas are saying this nigga really just a head ass nigga from Philly.
Then the funny shit is this nigga always had the Philly accent.
Yeah,
and we
just ignored it. We just ignored that
we
shit.
didn't even think about this shit, bro. I was like, bro, of course.
You feel me?
When they said,
like, you feel me?
When they said that shit,
bro, he got the Philly beard.
That's what I'm saying.
Look like a Philly nigga. And we just ignored that shit.
And I was like, North Dakota with that accent? Nobody ever said anything, though.
We never said nothing,
yeah,
bro.
And
he looked like a dirty ass Philly nigga.
Yeah.
Like them niggas that be in them old Meek Mill free battles on the street. He looked like one of them niggas, and we just ignored it, bro.
We took that shit.
We ignored that shit. And then when that shit came out, that nigga, he ain't say nothing. He just started talking about shooting fades with niggas that No Jumper.
Yeah.
You feel me? You feel me?
But obviously, we could see that he has something to hide. Like,
what though? Why is he so insecure with shit?
A lot of niggas, bro. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of niggas. This one thing that we never let happen to us, which I'm proud, is we never let our high school past like haunt us in the future. Like, even though like we have things that we might have been ashamed about in our past in high school or whatever the fuck, we never let that dictate or form us as human beings in our future. We kind of just like grew into our own people, just like on a whim, like spiritually. Like, I just want to be a different person.
All right, so let me ask you a question. I forgot what that shit is called during Spirit Week in high school, where like the football players dress up like girls.
Oh yeah.
Did you do that?
We used to. No, I didn't do it.
You never did.
We had people do it.
You sure?
I never did it.
Okay.
Yeah, I ain't about that shit.
If you did do that shit though, in the picture,
but I would have did it. I just wasn't one of the niggas that they asked to do.
In the picture resurfaced, would you be embarrassed about it? Like, me going crazy?
No, nigga, I got so many pictures of me doing head ass shit. I don't even care.
Yeah.
Like when I run for my campaign at 55 years old, and they resurface a picture of me goddamn drunk as fuck, passed out somewhere. Like, yeah, good times.
I'm gonna make sure I'm the one that leaked the picture of you on the hotel floor, drunk as fuck, trying to get up, and Melhead standing next to you laughing and shit. I'm gonna leak that picture. That's gonna be a funny one.
And then I'm gonna be like, yeah, I was 19, 18.
Then they gonna ask you, have you ever smoked weed? What you gonna tell them?
No.
I got a video of me and 3 of my head ass friends just riding around all day, drinking vodka and smoking weed in a car and just going to get food. We weren't even doing shit.
Why did you videotape all this shit?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Bro, I dead ass. I got it in my phone right now. I got a video.
Man, I don't want to see that shit.
Nah, I'm not about to show it to you.
Oh, I was about to say.
I got a video of us just riding around doing that stupid ass shit. Yeah, that shit's right there.
It's like, man, yeah. We was at Wendy's.
Nah,
we went to Popeye this time.
We actually went to Taco Bell. We went to Taco Bell. Was just smoking, drinking vodka, just looking stupid. You know what's? I didn't have that hoodie on. I had an orange hoodie on. I forgot. I think it was a Texas hoodie. I'm gonna look at it anyway.
The worst shit anybody could ever really find on me is probably on this podcast. That's it. And I don't even.
What would be your worst moment from the pod?
To me, I don't really think I have anything controversial, but it might be controversial 10 years from now. You know what I'm saying? I don't really say nothing crazy. Like, I just talk about my life.
Do you have a moment though? Because everybody has a moment that they probably would say was like their worst. That'll get them canceled.
Maybe just like talking shit about white people.
I don't know. Some people said that your non-binary take was pretty wild.
Nah, that's very normal.
So you would go to work and like you wouldn't give a fuck somebody seen that shit.
No. Why would I?
Bro, you a little different, bro. I told you like niggas be like, oh, I can't do no pod because of who I am and what my job is and the person I am. Like, why you don't be on that type of shit?
Bro, the worst things you're ever gonna hear me talk about disrespectfully to anybody are gonna be things that I truly don't understand. And it might just be white folks. Like I might shit on white folks sometimes, but that's legal. Come on. Like, let's be real. And I'm black. And I have a fucking mixed family. Who gives a fuck at the end of the day? You know what I'm saying? But like shit about like, and me asking questions about non-binary shit is just nothing. That's like, I'm like, what? Explain it. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
No, I think everybody just be saying that because people had this idea that in the future you're gonna be canceled for everything.
Well, yeah, if we keep letting the culture swing that way, but why can't people just have questions about what's going on?
Do you believe that though?
Legitimate questions.
Do you believe that in the future, like everything's gonna be off limits? Like you're not even gonna be able to talk to like black people about being black or gay people about being gay?
I feel at a certain point, I feel like everything's gonna be if we keep letting the culture go like that, but I feel like it only swings so far before it swings hard back the other way. And the thing is, I'd much rather live in a liberal society than an extremely conservative society. To be real,
I'm gonna tell you why I'm not a person that believes it's gonna be like how everybody else thinks. Because yesterday I was on the internet and I seen the trending topic. I was on Twitter and it said, you know, the little weird ass boy from Stranger Things that everybody was like, man, he got to be gay. He came out and told the internet that he was gay. And I was like,
I would have guessed it.
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, I would have guessed
I
it.
don't give a fuck about, bruh. I do want to know if his character's gay.
Of course.
I can care less about that nigga being gay.
Of course. I already see what's going on. I already see where that's going with him and Mike. You know what I'm saying? I see.
But bruh, how he dropped it though was like, it was like a little voiceover TikTok thing. And he said, just told, after 18 years of being scared in the closet, just told my whole family I was gay. And everybody was like, yeah, we knew. Yeah. I was like, bro, who the fuck didn't know he was gay?
Yeah, and it's not like...
who gives a fuck?
And to let... On our behalf, bro, for us to like even like pretend that like we're not okay with that is just stupid. We're millennials, bro. We grew up around all of this. This is the culture now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Only thing I ever talk about is like with children. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think certain lifestyles should be pushed on children. But
he's 18 though. He falls under the thing you said. Remember you was joking with Maine about the niggas got to get out of college before they start deciding if they want to be girls and shit.
No, non-binary.
Yeah.
I still don't even get that.
But being gay is okay. Just if you want to be non-binary, you got to wait a minute.
Because one, I just don't feel like they even... You know how like we got just like millennia of like just history, like as men and women and shit like that. I feel like it's gonna take that long to even just develop a fucking list of what that fucking shit is. You know what I'm saying?
What, non-binary?
Non-binary, all that shit. It's just like
How did we start talking about non-binary again?
You just brought it up about because you said, goddamn, I ain't worried about being canceled. It's not that I ain't worried about being canceled. It's just like, what would you cancel me for? Like,
yeah.
Even if HR called me and was like, Keenan, we saw you had this on the internet or such and such like that, I would just be like, over an opinion? And it's not even like
it's a question.
Yeah, I'm not attacking. I'm not attacking anybody.
Yeah,
I'm asking you. I'm just asking, what is it? You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm out here like on my rants and all this other. No, fuck no. I'm not even that type of person. Everybody knows. Like, if you watch this podcast enough and listen to me enough, well, all the hundreds of hours or thousands of hours of podcasts that we've done, everybody knows I'm not that type of person.
We have had moments that I deleted out though.
Yeah, just saying some dumb shit drunk, probably.
Yeah, not of you though.
Yeah,
I think I might have deleted a moment or two out of you, and it ain't had nothing to do with nothing that can get you canceled.
Yeah,
but my nigga Blue has said some things I was like,
we want to talk about one.
I don't want to put that.
Now I see why he be scared. I see why he be scared, but I'm not like,
because his takes just. I don't even know why he be saying them shit.
Yeah, like those is just be like wild shit, and that's why I sometimes shout out to Maine, but I don't be understanding why can't you touch on certain subjects? Like, what are you talking about? Yeah, I get it, but I'm not gonna be scared to talk about nothing. Like, bro. Like, what are we doing here? Are we just scared to interact with each other?
But see, I agree with Maine in a sense with that. Only as far as like when it comes to something that's like kind of local and you really know them people. Mm-hmm. It's like some things it's just best not to have an opinion on, especially when it has nothing to do with me. Now, I
feel as if I'm not offending you and I'm not attacking you, we can have the talk.
Correct.
Now, if you can come and talk to me, we're not even going to debate. Inform me. Because I'm not here for debate. I just want you to inform me on it. I might ask you questions back, but inform me. Yeah. Because I'm ignorant. Because at the end of the day, that's what I'm saying. It's like, if I can't have an opinion, what are we even doing? Like, I'm just a drone. I might as well blow my brains out right now. Like, what are we doing here? And that's the era we live in, is everybody's a drone and they're just copying everybody and going with the flow. And I just feel like that's just not what a human being is. We explore, we learn, we grow. We're not just taking something for just because this so-and-so said it or my favorite celebrity said it. I want to know. I live in a small town in Kansas. I want to know what this is because I follow Dwayne Wade. I follow Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson or what Gabrielle Union and their family. I want to know what that shit is. Well, fucking, they don't know what it is. Talk to them. Inform them. You know what I'm saying? If you really feel, if you stand on solid ground in your beliefs, you know what I'm saying, and whatever it might be, inform people. You know what I'm saying? Because like kids are very impressionable, bro. If you give them, if it sounds legitimate, kids will be like, okay, I can rock with that. You know what I'm saying? And adults the same way too. We're very impressionable too. If you can like let me understand where you come from, I just don't understand it because I'm not around. I'm a family man.
I don't know now. Like as an adult, if you pee on your balls every day and somebody come up to you talking about you non-binary.
I mean, at the end of the day,
but you just pissed on your balls.
But you can always let people understand what the fuck you mean and what you're going through. Or what we need is open dialogue. We don't need, this nigga don't get it. Cancel him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got
like,
you.
What?
I got you.
What we need is open dialogue. I just I don't claim to be that. Like, if I claimed,
I don't even know if we truly talked about it though. They accused Tate of sex trafficking.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you believe like he has anything to do even closer along those lines?
I feel like I'll be honest. At a certain point in time, you could have called it that, but I think he's cut down way less. Because like at a certain point, Andrew Tate did have a webcam business with cam girls that worked for him. Mm-hmm. He would give them room and board and whatever, and then they would just work for him doing the cam business, and they would just finesse rich men out of their money and all that other stuff, or just regular men. But
I ain't know that.
From what I know from his, and this was like probably 10 years back or something. But from what I know, from then he's dialed that way back, and I don't even think he does much of that anymore. If he does, and most of his money comes from casinos that he established in Bucharest, I think, Bucharest or something in Romania, maybe I don't know, yeah. But yeah. So when they say sex trafficking, I think mainly, I don't know, like maybe some strings were pulled to like investigate him. I don't know, but it just seemed really weird at this moment in time in his life. Like when you could have got him for sex trafficking, you didn't. And now like you can't really get him for sex trafficking and you're going for him. It feels like, what's going on here, you know? Like who's behind that?
What's up with this owned by Tate tattoos? What's up with this? The girls that work with him had owned by Tate tattoos?
I don't know. Fuck.
Oh, it's an article. It says, this shit just came out. It says, women working for accused sex trafficker Andrew Tate were branded with permanent owned by Tate tattoos, according to a new report. As it emerged, the influencer was actually booted from the UK edition of Big Brother in 2016 because he'd been under investigation for rape. The troubling tats were seen in sex cam videos as part of the jailed influence operation in Romania, which investigators say was sex trafficking gang operation. Mm-hmm. So they had owned by Tate tattoos?
See, that's allegation because I don't really know, like, if he made... did he force all his girls to get owned by Tate tattoos?
Yeah, because I was about to say, if that's the case, then what, they gonna lock Blueface up because all them goddamn tattoos of his face on shawty?
Sex trafficking. You know what I'm saying? Or I just don't know, bro. Anything could be that nowadays. But I will say this. Obviously, the man has lived an unholy life.
Unholy by whose standpoint, though?
To me, that's just an unholy life. Making your money off of that type shit is just unholy to me.
Why?
Because I just would never try to make my money like that. You know what I'm saying?
You don't fuck with that pimp shit, the ism. You don't
I
fuck
really
with it.
know, dude.
Why not?
I mean, I feel like
I fuck with the ism.
Yeah, of course, but I don't fuck with that type of shit.
Oh, you judging me too?
No, I ain't judging you. I'm just saying, like, I just feel like that's one is just dumb.
Why?
I just feel like that's the dumbest way to like make money. That's stupid. There's so many ways to do it.
Nah, I'm not about to get in my Tate bag and be like, women are your property type shit.
Man, you got the super shit.
Tate said that. I didn't say that. Tate said that. Tate said women are property.
I'm not gonna misquote nothing.
No, he said that.
Okay, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know if it's satirical or what. I don't know if he was joking or I just don't know what the context of it is. That's why I don't like, even when it comes to like this type of shit, it's just like, who knows? Like, I don't know whether like you can, the thing is, Slim, you're in some type of case and they're saying everything that Slim says is 100% not satirical. It's not a joke. He 100% meant that shit. And you're getting indicted on something that like, you're like, all right, chill now. Like, I was like saying that, but I wasn't really meaning that shit. Like, and in the age of like joking, that's the next thing is like the next frontier. Once they cancel comedians and we have politically correct comedy out here, for 100% fact, we don't have the edge people no more. What are we doing?
I ain't gonna lie, dog. If a nigga came up to me in a deposition and was like, hey, bro, in 2019, October 25th, you said, and they play an old podcast clip I don't even remember.
Exactly.
I'm gonna be in that bitch, laugh my ass off like, boy, what now?
Exactly.
That shit'll be crazy, bro. I couldn't even imagine that shit. Like, damn, I was wilding, wasn't I, bro?
Yeah.
But nah, man. As far as the ism shit, you disagreeing with the ism, bro? I fuck with the ism, bro. Like,
no, I just don't. I don't feel like I don't think that's an honorable way for anybody to make money. I don't even feel like women.
Not for the women or the men?
No, I don't even feel like women who are sex workers. That shit could get me killed. I don't feel like women who are sex workers should do that. I feel like, I mean, that's not. That's not. That's not the only talent
it's gonna
God
happen
gave
though,
you.
bro. We can't.
I know we
shy away
can't
from
stop it, but I'm just saying I don't feel like.
That's the only reason why I was
Bro,
saying
when you have,
I fought with the ism because there's no shying away from that. That's
bro,
gonna be there.
When you have 17-year-old girls doing rollouts for their 18th birthday for niggas to jump on their OnlyFans,
that was creepy.
That's what I'm saying. But that's happening now, and there's teasers.
But shawty rich as hell now.
But the thing is, it's like, bro,
money over integrity. I got you.
And that's not an honorable way to like make it. And it's like society is falling apart and losing its values. That's why at the end of the day, we have to figure out what we are cohesively as an American society. Right now, it's just a bunch of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of just shit jumbled up into a bullshit ass culture. But at the end of the day, we need to solidify what we call American culture and what we're okay with and what we're not okay with. Because we keep pushing these boundaries and we keep trying to figure out what's right and what's wrong. And next thing you know, we're fucked because nobody says, all right, this is the limit and this is where we stop. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? This is where we stand our ground and say, hey, everything goes beyond this point. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's doing that. We just keep going further and further and further and further and just figuring out. You know,
I had an interesting conversation with Blue. I want to run by you and see what your ideas of it is.
What?
And I think I brought this movie up on the podcast before, but it was more so talking about like virtual sex from the movie. But this is something different. Demolition Man with Wesley Snipes and Sylvester Stallone. I talked about it before as far as virtual sex they had on the movie. But the ultimate theme of the movie is themed off of like 2020 or something like that. But it came out in like 94. And in the movie, they found a better way of living. So basically, they eliminated murders, they eliminated cussing, they eliminated everything, sex, everything that was causing death and people to not live for a long time. Mm-hmm. And everybody that didn't agree with the new way of living, they just forced to live down in the sewages, underground, and they was just like barbarians up under there while everybody else lived a good life on top of the ground, right? So I asked Blue about this because one of our friends we was talking about, I said he definitely would live underground. So I'm going to ask you, would you live underground or would you live above ground? Where everything is like supposed to be morally correct. But you don't forget, in the movie, they summoned Wesley Snipes to kill Buddy from the underground.
What is the elaborate on that question? Because it's like there's in Demolition Man, so up top they live
the quote unquote holy life, the right life. They eliminated everything that was bad. Everybody was living a good life. Underground, niggas still wanted to eat meat. Niggas still wanted to have sex. Niggas still wanted to like that. Yeah. They wasn't eating meat, none of that shit above ground. They eliminated everything that people deemed as bad.
Well, that's just nature versus being a robot. Eventually we gonna get there. Cause you know, like, as soon as we start to interface ourselves with like technology and shit, it's over with, bro. Like
where would you live though?
Underground.
For real? Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't.
I know.
How you know I wouldn't?
I like being human, bro.
I mean,
I like all the things that make us human.
Hold on. So you mean to tell me you knew I was gonna say I would live above ground?
Yeah.
How?
Nigga.
Because really, we the opposite niggas. Like, you should be the one above ground, and I should be underground. No. But I would be above ground, though.
The thing is, I don't want society to decide my morality. I want to decide my morality. So it's like, when morality is forced, it's not really morality. It's just a rule.
But you know what's crazy about you saying that? A lot of people view me as somebody that's just like super rebellious and like just do what the fuck I want to do. Mm-hmm. But if that day came, I really would just fall in line. Yeah.
And I'm the opposite. I don't like shit like that.
Why though? Why?
Because I'm definitely You
gonna eat the rat burger? Because they ate rat burgers in the movie.
That's fine with me. As long as it's
just whatever you gotta do.
I just don't like being controlled. I don't like that shit. I don't like too much government overreach. I don't like any of that stuff because I'm very like rooted in the American system. Like what it was meant to be is like this was supposed to be a place of refuge Like, there was never a place like this ever anywhere. And there's still not anywhere like this. You look at any other country, we're the last bastion of hope for the world, like when it comes to just true freedoms. True freedom of speech, true freedom to bear arms, true freedom for everything. Mm-hmm. And I'd rather have the opportunity than to not have the opportunity. And that's why, like, I always like to protect, like, the American way, the American dream, all that stuff. And, like...
Yeah, they ain't had guns in that shit neither.
Yeah, I'm super, like, pro the troops. I'm, like, super, like, pro-America. Like, you can't even be patriotic anymore. Like, you fly an American flag. I'm about to get one, too. You fly an American flag in front of your house.
American flag?
Yes.
Why?
Bro, because I feel like, remember growing up, every other house had an American flag, bro? You don't remember that?
You miss Pledging for Allegiance?
Not so much that. I'm just saying like patriotism, knowing that you
Yeah, I got you.
Knowing that you're in a beautiful spot to be in. Like I miss that. I miss people like liking being here. I got
an answer for you though.
Everybody,
I'll tell you why it's not like that no more.
Why is that?
Because people spoiled as fuck. People don't understand like what the fuck is really going on,
or what it took to get here.
Yeah, and I was talking about this earlier when you first came over here before we started the pod about how I just went to the Bahamas and I was fucking complaining and shit, but like ultimately most of my friends ain't never fucking been nowhere before.
Yeah,
but the reason why they think the way they think and I think the way I think is because they've been in a fucking box like this fucking big their whole fucking life. So like in their box they hate America. They ain't never fucking been nowhere else before.
Yeah.
So how the hell they gonna know how things is outside of here? Yeah. And then they don't read no fucking books.
Yeah.
So how are they gonna know how life is outside of their fucking box? Mm-hmm. They haven't read a piece of literature that explains how things was in Germany during the Holocaust. Mm-hmm. They haven't went outside of here and seen bro, most niggas don't even know that Scarface is a movie about... Can we do a movie review? Most niggas don't know that Scarface is a movie about a refugee from Cuba escaping Castro and communism. Mm-hmm. Most niggas don't even know that.
You know that shit about selling drugs and killing people.
Yeah, that's what they think it's about.
Yeah.
Nigga, I just literally just gave you a whole movie breakdown in 10 seconds. Scarface is a fucking movie about a Cuban refugee trying to escape Cuba to get away from communism under the rule of Castro. The opening scene of the movie, the opening scene of the movie when Scarface is talking to the police and they're asking him, where'd you get that scar from? Eating pussy? They're interrogating him because he's trying to get a green card to come to the United States of America and they won't give it to him. Mm. That's what Scarface is about. And somebody ends up promising him that they can get him to America if he kills some politician. And he goes and kills him and he's able to come over here and he becomes a dishwasher making nothing. And he's like, bruh, the most powerful scene in the movie, people don't even know this, the most powerful scene in the movie is when Buddy looks at Scarface and goes, man, get him the fuck out of here. The opening scene in the movie, he looks at Scarface, he goes, man, get him the fuck out of here. And Scarface looks at him and goes, nah, man, let me talk to you real quick, man. Let me tell you something. Do you want to live somewhere where people tell you how to think, how to feel, how to fucking be? You work 9 to 5 and you own nothing. You're just poor as fuck. You own nothing. Mm-hmm. Bruh, if niggas truly understood that scene, they will understand the beauty of America.
Yeah.
America's a beautiful place because, bruh, you literally can wake up and not do shit and live under a bridge and nobody will kill you for it. Mm-hmm. In those communist countries, people will kill you for that shit. Scarface was escaping that shit because he wanted the American dream. He wanted to come over here and have free will, have his choice of living, have his choice of just being something, just feeling something.
Yeah.
That's what Scarface is about. And I fucking love that movie. That's my fucking favorite movie, dog. Of all
and
times.
Also, guns and drugs.
Why you had this shit on my tape?
But the American dream too.
Chill out, bro. Chill out. Why you had this shit on my tape like that, bro?
Because that shit was head ass.
No, that tape
no.
It
was good. It was good. But that's really what it is about, though. And I don't know. A lot of us have fallen out of the idea of this is a country worth fighting for, and I feel like a lot of us don't feel like that no more. But I will keep that as an American.
Do you feel like that's the overall consensus, though? Or do you think that's just like the people that we are around in our everyday lives? We, I just mean me and you.
People we're around in our everyday lives. Most of the people I'm around in my everyday life don't have the feelings I feel about America or whatever. Most of the white people have been brainwashed into guilt. They feel like this is a fucked up country because, you know, all the shit that their ancestors did. And I feel like a lot of the minorities that are my friends also feel like it's a fucked up place and cops want to kill us and all this other stuff and poverty and all that stuff. And I get that. But at the end of the day, I just feel like I want people to feel like it's still something worth fighting for, even though, because here's the thing. All the shit we're talking about is shit that we didn't have to go through, is shit that our ancestors, my grandmothers, my grandfathers, my greats, all had to fight for and die for. It's not something I had to do. Like, I had grandpas that fought in wars, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, that shit they had to do to make sure I could do what I'm doing now.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the things that we don't get about America is, yeah, they might have been some racist pricks and like assholes and shit like that back in the day and like all this other stuff. But did they die for nothing? Like, did my ancestors who worked for 400 years to build this country, you know what I'm saying? Like, to me, like, if you had to put slavery in a positive light, bro, look at it as you built this motherfucker. You don't want to reap the benefits and the rewards of it? Like, the people who built this motherfucker is your ancestors, bro. And they died and suffered for you, so you don't want to reap the benefits of the shit that they died for, you know what I'm saying? It's like, no, you want to be just like a fucking China or a Cuba and just work in a factory or whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? And not really have no real opportunity. Like, bro, this shit gives you opportunity. Like, if you want to just live and survive, all right, I get it. And in America, we should provide a way of doing that for, you know, most of our people. But to the point where...
Why do people think that people in America think that Canada is so much better than America? As far as that, what you just said.
They have a lot of... They just have a lot of socialist policy, like healthcare and all kinds of crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, all that shit is...
Do you view that as true socialism, though?
Yeah. Why wouldn't it be? I view that as socialism, but I don't know. I just feel like there's holes in both systems. We've talked about it before. Like, the thing about capitalism is the idea that people can corrupt it through greed. And that is the main like flaw of capitalism, is that you can buy anything you want. You can buy a politician.
Bro, let me pause you one more time. Let me pause you one more time. My bad.
Yeah.
Another funny scene in Scarface. I just watched Scarface last night. I don't know if you can tell. But another funny scene in Scarface. Yeah, I'm in my Scarface bag. Bro, another funny scene in Scarface. He's in the pool smoking a cigar, shitting on capitalism. He's like, bro, capitalism is the worst shit in the world. And his bitch, his woman, who's obviously white, she's like, really? You're not a capitalist, Tony? And he's like, hell no. That's the funniest scene in the movie, bro. The funniest scene. Because this nigga does not think he's a capitalist, bro. And then she shits on him for only caring about money. So he turns to Animal Planet and he's like, look at the pelicans. Look at the pelicans. But keep going, though.
But yeah, and that's the biggest hole with capitalism, is just the greed.
Yeah.
Because the greed breeds everything else. It breeds the inequality. It breeds the disparity. It breeds all that shit. It breeds all that shit. But with communism, it's just there's no incentive to actually like really grow your economy. There's no incentive to innovate and create and be great. And we talk about the different, flaws in both. But at the end of the day, the consensus throughout the world has always been that capitalism is probably a more stable solution, even though it creates instability and inequality. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Communism has always ended in eat the rich. You know what I'm saying? It always ends in like...
That scene from Scarface I was talking about.
Yeah, it always ends in that. Like, we've never seen a situation in which people are okay.
Or the book Animal Farm.
Yeah, that shit.
And for the people listening, Animal Farm is a book basically about all the animals on the farm deciding that they're all going to be free, and eventually the pigs decide that they're taking over that motherfucker because ain't no leader. And it's really a book about communism. That's what it's really about.
There's a lot of good books on all types of shit like that, but you know.
But some people read that book and not know that though.
Yeah.
That's really a book about communism. I ain't gonna lie, dog. I was when I was on the cruise also, I was looking at all the older people, and because I stayed primarily in the places where older people were, because niggas was on there getting wild as fuck, and I just wasn't in the party mood. You know what I'm saying? I was looking at all the older people, you know, tanning, and they all were reading books, and I was like, you know what? We don't fucking read no more, and I don't mean we as in like me and you. I mean, like, we as a generation, we don't fucking read, dog. Like, you know how many of my friends I be around and they haven't read simple books?
Yeah, I was actually thinking about getting back into, like, my nightly reading.
We should do a book club.
Probably
that
should.
shit lame as hell, but we should do it, bro.
We probably should, bro.
We should, dog. We should get like, bro. I'll post that shit online, bro, and just have like 10 people, bro. I'm dead ass right now, bro. We should do a fucking book club, bro. But we should only read books we haven't read before, and do not let me suggest the fucking books, cause you know my favorite books is head ass, bro. What's your favorite books?
Like
just period,
fiction,
bro. Period,
bro. I like a lot
because I'm not a big fiction person.
I ain't gonna lie. If it was fiction wise, it'd probably be like the Stephen King. Like, I love Stephen King. I love Dreamcatcher. I love all Stephen King. Like,
see, I ain't read no fictional novels like that before ever.
I like it.
I'm not a fictional novel.
Non-fiction, I like self-help type shit. My favorite is like Jordan Peterson.
I already knew you was gonna say Jordan Peterson.
Yeah, 12.
You love that nigga.
Yeah, cause he changed my life. I wouldn't be the man I am now without Jordan Peterson and listening to his lectures and reading the different. Because he gave me a lot of different readings from like a lot of different philosophers and shit like that, and it helped my life. It helped me a lot. It changed me tremendously. And a lot of people don't, because the way I talk very basically, but I could be like hyper intellectual if I wanted to, but I just feel like there's no need for that, because I feel like that's kind of like an insecurity most people have. They try to sound smart because they're not smart.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Using big words out
for
of
no
context.
reason. Yeah, just for no reason. Like, I work with a lot of people like that. Like, just a lot of people that just like are very insecure, so they have to feel like they sound smart instead of actually being smart. You know what I'm saying? That, and you know, you go through that in life.
They lack common sense, basically.
Yeah, but a lot. Jordan Peterson.
I fuck with the 10X rule though.
I've never read the 10X rule. I haven't been on a lot of self-help books.
I gave you that book, didn't I? Mm-mm. Who the fuck did I get that book? Bro, niggas be stealing my books, bro.
Somebody got it. You didn't give it to me.
Damn, I thought I gave you that book. I'm gonna find out who sold my book and I'm gonna give it to you.
Yeah.
Shout out to my nigga V Class though, man. V Class is the one that put me on that. Yeah. V Class put me on all this shit I'm doing today too. Like, every time I see that nigga, I make sure I thank him a lot, bro. Because he the one that taught me how to do most of the shit I do right now. Taught me how to work YouTube, all that type of shit. But yeah, if I'm the head of the goddamn book club though, you know what my favorite books are.
What?
I fucking love Mein Kampf.
Oh, you had ass.
I love that.
We're not getting in that bag,
bro. I done read that book
not getting
30,000 times, bro. Bro, that's not the Kanye bag. And see, people listening don't even know what you're talking about because they don't know what that is. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people know what that is.
I'm gonna tell y'all listening that is a book by a dictator from another country, and it's in German. It's called My Life. It's a really good book. That was a great description, wasn't it?
Actually, I think Mein Kampf stands for my struggle. I'm not sure though.
I think it's My Life.
I don't know. Look it up. But I think it's my struggle though. Something like that.
Name another book you like.
I like The Miseducation of the Negro by Carter G. Woodson. I actually named my son after Carter G. Woodson, the father of Black history. And honestly, if you ask me what that book is about now, because it was 10 years ago when I read it, I can't even tell you. But I know it changed my life. And I can't even remember what that shit was about.
Name something else.
Off the top of my head right now, I don't know, bro. What was that one called? I got it. You know, I got a whole bookshelf. I can't remember all the books on there though.
Yeah, I seen
that really impacted me though. Can't really think. I ain't read in a minute though, to be honest. And that's why probably my
we both wrong. It's My Fight.
Is it?
Yeah, it's My Fight.
Something like that.
Yeah. You was closer than I was though. I thought it was My Life. But yeah, I like Mein Kampf. I like The Art of War. That's one of my favorite ones.
A lot of niggas like The Art of War.
I love The Art of War. See, I like a lot of nigga books. And by nigga books, I mean books that niggas read when they finally go to jail for the first time. I like a lot.
Laws of Power.
Yeah, I hate that fucking book, bro. I hate that book so much, bro.
Niggas love 48 Laws of Power.
Niggas love 48 Laws of Power, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, for those of you that's listening that never read 48 Laws of Power, it's like the most basic book you will read in your fucking life, bro. Every law is just some stupid ass shit like thou shalt obey the master. Like, nigga, shut the fuck up, nigga. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? Like, it's just so much just simple-minded ass shit.
It's simple,
but it's shit that niggas need. Because you know what's crazy, bro? I'm going to tell you a story, bro.
What?
One day, me and Blue sat down, and it's a video on YouTube. I'm going to show you that shit when we get done, bro. It's a video on YouTube, and Buddy illustrates every law from the book.
Yeah.
And Blue,
I think I've seen. He does that with other books too.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? It's like elephants and shit.
Yeah.
Okay. So goddamn, I played that for Blue because that's a simple way of understanding. You know what I'm saying? Because that's typically what you do to a child. You literature is like way too difficult for them. So you break it down into like a kid form where they can understand and make it more like colorful and more bubbly, where their attention span can keep up with it. So I was showing that shit to him, and that nigga was like, damn. So when Damo did this, I really should have did that, because if I would have followed that law, I would have won. And I was like, yes, nigga. See what I'm saying? That's the power of reading, bro. Like, literally, like, I'm not saying you can't come up with thoughts on your own, but it's just the thoughts that you have, seeing someone else speak about them helps you understand them even more.
Most of them are thoughts you've always had. You just didn't know how to like manifest them. Until you read it in a book and
express them.
And it puts it into like reality
that's why
for you.
But the reason why I hate 48 Laws of Power is because like niggas for some reason they take that piece of literature and they literally put that shit into everything and think that they a Scarface ass nigga. Honestly, after they read it.
I've never read the 48 Laws of Power, but like completely through. I've read some of what is in it, but honestly, I feel like me as a person, at the base level, I already have most of what's in it.
Yeah, correct.
You know so it's like,
of course, because they're basic laws.
Yeah, and it's like I feel like if you're just living out here wild, then you'd be like, damn, this shit crazy. You know what I'm saying? But if you're like a person with like some like little morals and ethics about you,
except for that law I just said, you don't understand that law completely.
What do you mean?
The never overshining your master. You don't get that.
Oh, I mean, I'm not trying to, honestly.
But if you did get it,
I mean, I could sit down and unpack it and think about it and be like, okay, I get it.
Nah, but you got to live it though. Like, I'm not about to have a therapy session with you. But like, that's the reason why you be beefing with your dad.
I guess.
I'm not trying to break down the therapy session. I'm just telling you, like,
I don't know.
Because a lot of niggas being they I ain't about to let no nigga little boy me. And I'm telling you, bro, sometimes you gotta let a nigga little boy you, bro.
Most of mine be like just childhood beef. And it's like I just
that's what I'm saying.
I just need my little one.
Nah, hell no.
That's all.
No, Flacco. You know, we didn't talk about we did talk about Flacco. Oh yeah. Nah. You don't nah. Hey, nah. This is what I want to talk about.
We might not have talked about Flacco though.
We did talk about Flacco, about the nigga really being from Philly. But
we did.
One thing I did want to talk about from Flacco, because me and Blue got into a beef with this. I don't give a fuck what nobody say, bro. Grown ass men asking to shoot the ones is childish as hell, bro. Am I wrong? Like me and you get into a disagreement right now, and I'd be like, "Hey, Big King, let's go outside and shoot the one."
I feel like that's more mature than shooting each other or whatever the hell else.
Yeah, but like both of them shit's ignorant. That's like picking the most head ass shit. You know what I'm saying?
I just don't understand. Like, where else do you go from there though? Like, what do you just?
Well, after you shoot the one,
I mean, what are we gonna talk about our feelings?
if you don't shoot the one,
Yeah, if we don't shoot the one, if we don't shoot each other, then what do? We just talk about our feelings,
yeah,
and that's just boring.
nah, I'm with the boring.
And then the thing is, I don't give that fuck much about it. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, this is my thing. If you're a person that I want in my life, and we have a disagreement, if we can't talk about it and move on from it, then that obviously means you're not somebody that should be in my life, right?
That's what you think.
So yeah. So what the fuck is shooting the one gonna do? Like if you disagree with something, like bro, we literally just had a disagreement about the ism, right? Mm-hmm. Me and you just disagreed about the ism. I completely understood your standpoint. I don't know if you understood mine, but I completely understood yours. Nigga, I don't want to fight you because you don't fuck with the ism. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That type of shit is just ignorant to me. Like, I want to fight you because goddamn we disagree on something. Or like, I'll go even deeper. Let's say I say something that you find as disrespectful. And you tell me it's disrespectful, but I disagree with you. And I tell you like, hey, bro, that was just my opinion. Mm-hmm. Nigga, I don't want to fight. I just know not to say that to you again.
Yeah.
And we should be able to, you told me what time it is, and I should be able to respect that, and we just move on from it. Am I tripping? I think that's what mature adults should do. Not fight because you felt like I said something disrespectful to you.
I mean, I got you. I get you.
You still want to fight?
I'm just not I'm not really like at a certain point where I get to a certain level, I just don't think there's anything that we should be talking about at that point.
What you mean?
There's just certain levels like where you get, it's like the respect factor went out the window a long time ago. So like, what are we even talking about?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, why are we talking?
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Now, as far as the Flacco situation, for those of you that's listening, this nigga Flacco, basically, bro, exposed him and went on a tour exposing him. And the nigga got on the podcast, they had a conversation about it, and at the end, he was like, yeah, I need my one, you disrespecting me. You 100% right with that. That's some weird-ass millennial podcast shit. Mm-hmm. Like, why are you on a fucking podcast talking about, you know, your disagreements, and then at the end y'all gonna shoot the one? That's just some weird content shit, bro.
Yeah,
and I be feeling like Adam be setting that shit up or something.
Yeah, that's the age we live in. Honestly.
Yeah, cause you right, bro. I wouldn't go about it that way, but I was just talking about grown men trying to fight. Period. Mm-hmm. Not even no shit like that. But you right though. That is some weird ass shit. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah. Anyway, what else we got, man? That's probably it. We covered everything, man.
Yeah, I think
hour and a half is good. I got the ham hog, bro. Bro, my life sucks, bro. My fucking Achilles keep fucking up after I tore that bitch.
It's tendinosis. I got the same thing. But
I need this bitch to get right.
You gotta stretch it. It's best when you don't have weight on you, honestly though. Yeah. Like when your weight's low, you don't even feel that shit.
Yeah, I'm about to get in shape, man. Shout out to my nigga Jip, man. My nigga Jip is back in the boxing gym. That shit motivating me to get right, bro. This nigga just dropped like 20 pounds in a fucking week. I said, oh, yeah. But after I seen that nigga work out, I was like, yeah, that's not a goal I'm about to shoot for.
Nah, that's just like super athlete type shit.
Yeah, bro. This nigga was balancing himself on a tire in squat position with 2 sledgehammers. Down, weight down, balancing them bitches like this and bringing them in slowly. And when they get right here, he got to hold them bitches for 30 seconds. He got to bring them out slowly and hold them bitches apart from him for 30 seconds. Yeah, I ain't about that life, bro.
That's that core. That's every fucking muscle in your body.
Yes, bro. But bro, that nigga said he's working muscles he's never worked before. And he said, goddamn, this is the toughest mental battle he's ever been in his life. He's doing 2-a-days. He's doing strength and core workouts at 2:00 every day, and boxing workouts at 7.
that's what he need to do, you know. And he knows what he needs to do, bro.
Yeah, shout out my nigga Jip though. That shit motivate me like a motherfucker. Shout out to all my niggas that be on Prize Picks. Y'all got it. I'm about to take me a little break. That gambling shit is head ass. That shit is addictive as fuck. I'm taking me a little break, bro. Before we get off though, let me ask you something. How's your New Year been so far? And have you stayed on track with what you want to accomplish for this New Year?
Yeah, so I shaved my balls. I shaved my ass.
This nigga gay.
I've been on my Metro bag. No, I did that serious. I've been in my Metro bag.
But you didn't shave your face though.
Yeah. I ain't even like, what I need to shave my face for? Yeah, I shaved my balls. I shaved my ass. I'm clean down there, you know what I'm saying? Shave my body out. I'm like hairless. Mwah, like a fucking baby.
You know gay. That shit gay as hell.
But,
I forgot that was your was your New Year's shit.
Bag. And I've been eating real healthy. I really ain't been drinking like that.
That's why you got them tight ass khakis on?
Yeah.
That's your Metro bag too?
Yeah. Metro. And really, yeah, I just been, doing my thing, bro. It's gonna keep growing as the year go on. But I ain't got no more time to waste, bro. You know how that shit go.
Yeah, I ain't been on my shit like I was hoping to be on because I just got back in town like 2 days ago and I had to get my shit off. I had to eat bad, had to drink, I had to get my rocks off. You know how that shit go. But I'm about to get on it, and but I've been sticking to it. I ain't been around no negative ass niggas.
There you go.
Yeah,
and we gonna keep going.
And I hope y'all do the same. I'm dead ass about the book club, man. I'm gonna make my post about the book club. Bro, what's gonna be our first book? That's what we got to talk about. I talked about our favorite books. We ain't talk about what's gonna be our first book.
I really don't know. That's gonna have to be something I research.
We gotta read something like real, like, cause don't let me pick. Cause like I said, I'm gonna do like Mein Kampf, Art of War, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Where's My Cheese. I'm gonna do shit like that. It's gonna be fucking war books and fucking business books. That's all I think about is war and business. I don't know why, because I'm kind of slow. But don't let me pick the book. We're gonna pick something like very insightful. Like it could be a Jordan Peterson book. Like I read the 10X rule already though. Can we reread the 10X?
I don't know about all that.
All right, we'll pick something else.
We got to come up with something. We'll say on next pod.
All right.
Yeah.
We starting the book club, man. Until next time, hopefully y'all join the book club. We out, man.
Yep.
Oh, and we about to start live streaming. Live streaming coming soon. I'm about to make the Twitch account soon. Live streaming coming soon. We out, man.